I took what I called a literal bloodbath. Okay. What? Okay. Okay.
Back and forth, and back and forth, forth and back and forth. Really nice. It's really, really nice. Ooh la la.
Hello!
And we are on board!
Are we on board? Is this the real deal?
Yeah.
Is this the real ECamm?
Ah, it's so much better, isn't it? Doesn't it seem? Or am I just making it up?
You're just making it up. It seems exactly the same to me.
It seems like better quality. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't remember all of our tasks. Do you remember?
Not really, kind of, but one of them was Ariana Grande SNL.
Mm-hmm.
You watched that?
I did. It was really good.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And then let's talk about the wine, because it's really good also.
Yeah, we should talk about the wine.
Yeah. And
For sure.
just talk about our weeks, and then maybe if...
We have to talk about our new challenge and
Yeah.
how challenging it is.
Yeah, I know, right? Every day is like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god, look what I have for a snack.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Nuts.
Nuts are the best ever now.
Yes, instead of cheese this week, I have nuts and seaweed.
I just have like some meat that I would like put on the top of the stove, and I'm like eating now.
You're not supposed to eat a lot of meat, though. You're supposed to eat condiment size. Of
Yeah,
meat.
and I just have like this huge salad, and then throw a little bit of meat in there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
It's too hard. You get hungry. I get it.
it's just like,
Just try your best. Who cares? This week on Eggs Over Easy with Bonnie and Mark.
a podcast for friends talking on different coasts of one country.
Which country is that?
Canada!
Ah, Canada.
Down there, and that is what it's called. It's Canada.
Ah, oui.
Did you ever see that Heritage commercial?
No.
Oh, it's just like an asshole French guy. We're gonna do the same thing as the last couple of weeks, recap our weeks. And then... Recap. And then talk about the wine that Bonnie chose at the last minute, because I was like, okay, yeah, I need some wine. And
Cheers.
Cheers. And then talk about SNL, Ariana Grande's SNL, and play this little game that's inspired by Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig, which is another podcast. And like one, I hope that we achieve the status of one day.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Come on. We are just as great as her.
Yeah, inspired by that, I want to do 2 not deep things. Like really...
Oh, I have a not too deep question right now.
Okay.
You ready?
Go for it.
Okay, so you know how they're talking about putting women on the Canadian dollar bills?
Oh, yeah.
And they have to have died in the last before the last 20 years.
Really?
But I say, just any time, any Canadian woman on a Canadian bill, who would you pick?
Oh, shit. That's almost too deep.
No, it's not. It could be anyone. It could be like Celine Dion, Shania.
Yeah, Shania Twain. I'd pick Shania Twain. Why not?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Like,
No.
What about like Diana Krall, Jan Arden?
No takebacks in these answers, and you gotta like answer relatively quickly and not ask any questions in return. So who would you put on the Canadian bill as like for a woman?
For a woman, I'm gonna go with Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, fuck you.
Suck it.
That's a good one. Okay, as long as we're on this vein,
Okay.
I will ask a not too deep question. What saying from any time in the past do you wish would come back and be cool again? All that and a bag of potato chips or whatever. Talk to the hand.
Saying, oh my god.
This question is probably really not just inspired by Grace Helbig and Not Too Deep, but like probably ripped off from that. But go for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know anything that's too super old. Like anything that I would know probably comes from Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
Like, geez Louise. People just say that more.
I think Louise is one of those names that is kind of, I don't know, coming back into fashion.
I basically like any names that aren't in the top 5 names.
Uh,
Like everybody's naming their kids the same names now. The babies nowadays, they're named like Luke and Ethan.
really?
Yeah. Check out those top baby names.
I guess they're going back to like religious names, which is a crisis.
Is Ethan a
Yeah,
religion?
Ethan, the Third Reich.
Ah, of course.
Yeah.
He was such a good friend of the
Of
Lord.
Yeah. He was Jesus' best friend.
Oh my god, Jesus is my homie. So what saying would you bring back from bygone times?
Maybe just like some attitude of like the 80s, or maybe this is 90s, and be like, uh-uh. Something like that. Just like one of those phrases that just has all attitude. If another weird question comes to you at any point, just shout it out.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, cool. And then
Coming.
we might have time for like a too deep question, but like that's gonna get heavy, so we should move on.
Okay. Our weeks. You go first, because
Okay.
I can't remember.
On St. Patrick's Day, which was a couple days ago, I went out to a pub that was called the Duke of Kent. It was kind of nearby. It was after work. I was like so tired, and I was just like drank a bunch of wine, and then I was like blah blah, and then went to bed. Went to work the next day. Oh, when I got to the door, they were like, "We're at capacity, sir. We're at capacity." I was like, "What does that even mean?" Like, I've never heard that before. And then, because at capacity to me was like, when we were out somewhere in the UK on St. Patrick's Day, and you could barely walk in the street without bumping into somebody, and going into a pub, everyone was just like sardines in there. So I just chilled there until a couple like fat asses left, and then I could walk in the room.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. I was telling this girl at work that about this place, and then she recommended these other two, one Irish pub and one Scottish pub, and they really have good atmospheres and like do it right. Like they have a fireplace, and they have like peat burning in the background or something like that, and all this. It's so cool. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna report back, and it's gonna be amazing. Other than that, it seems like, I guess it always seems like when we do the podcast and then the couple days after is like part of the previous week. But like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you did tell me about your wine club party.
Oh yeah. So we did the podcast on Friday night, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had people over on Saturday, a couple of people from work, and we had this wine and cheese and snack night. And it was a really, really fun time, really good time. Like the right amount of people showed up, and
How many people showed up?
it was only maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people showed up.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's the perfect amount. And then we just all were like really drunk, and then ate a lot of food, talked, and we were like listening to good music, and it was good. And then they all left, I think, by midnight, which is like really early. And then I woke up the next day on the couch with the fire on, and then it was daylight savings. So I just woke up, looked at my phone, and it was just the perfect time for me to leave to go to work. So I just
Yeah.
and brushed my teeth and then went to work.
Nice.
So what did you do?
Oh, yeah. I moved back to downtown after a few days in North Van. So now I feel like a human being again. So it's like, wow, my life is back.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been this cloud over me for the past month. And then St. Patrick's Day came around on Thursday, and it was pretty fun. We went to this dive bar near my friend's place in East End, and there was a band there that was playing Irish music, and she and some of her friends came, me and some of my people came, and then Vivian at one point was like, let's go play pool.
Yeah.
So then we went to play pool, and it's like this random pool table in the middle of a fairly small bar. So, and the band was playing, and a lot of old people were around, sitting around listening to the band, and everyone was watching us play. So it was like the worst place to play pool because everyone's like, "Oh my god, you guys suck."
Plus, are you good at pool?
No, I suck at pool.
Me too.
But there was this really nice old man who was giving me tips.
Yeah.
And then he put $1 down saying, like, he'll play the winner. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy is really great, but I don't want to play another game with this because I suck so bad.
I know, it's kind of one of those games where it's not fun to suck. Like, in other games, it always ends up being fun somehow. Like, bowling, like, who cares if you suck at it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this thing is just like, for some reason, people get a little serious about it. And it's like, I'm out. I can't do this.
Yeah, I mean, it was good because Vivian wasn't good either.
Yeah.
And we both had some pretty good shots at one point, and then people clapped when we got things in.
Oh my god.
So, like, everyone was watching us play. It was so weird. Yeah, I drank cider because that's paleo-friendly.
Nice. Nailed it.
And then the next day I had the best day. That was yesterday. Me and Matt, we went to go for a trail run in Lynn Canyon.
Cool.
So I haven't done that in a while. So we did that with his dog.
Yeah.
Then we went to the hatchery. And then he got a haircut. And then we went to eat pho. And then we watched House of Cards. And then I went home to make dinner because it's really hard for me to eat anywhere.
Yeah. No, totally.
Basically, now that I found out that pho is allowed, it's way easier.
But I think...
Oh, you want to go out for dinner? Let's go eat pho.
Yeah. Well, we started this, like, somewhat relaxed paleo. I've been trying to come up with names because I don't like pegan, because that's, like, mostly vegan with just a P in the front. And it's not mostly vegan, it's mostly paleo, and it's just a little, like, a little more relaxed and, like, healthier than strict paleo.
Yeah, it's better. It's, like, better paleo, because paleo kind of means, like, you can eat as much meat as you want to.
Yeah.
And definitely no beans. And for our diet, I think we're allowed to eat, like, beans if we want to. Like,
yeah. And
like, eat some quinoa. It's like, it's not going to kill you. Come on.
Oh, right? And just small amounts of those things are really healthy for you. And it mixes up your diet. Like, what else are you going to eat besides just meat and vegetables if you're, like, really strictly paleo?
Nuts.
Yeah, I guess there's, like, tons of nuts.
A lot of nuts.
Yeah. I made my Laura bars with just dates and some nuts.
Did you make it?
I did. I put way too much dates in it, and it was, like, really smushy. So just before this call, I put it in the oven and for, like, half an hour, and hopefully it's gonna set up perfectly. I'll let you know how it goes, but that's gonna change my life. I love those Laura bars.
Please do. But I'm not finished telling you about yesterday, because yesterday,
Yeah.
after I made my dinner, which was also very good because I made a chicken broth a few days ago. So I made a chicken noodle soup with shirataki noodles, which are made from Japanese mountain yams. Paleo friendly.
Paleo friendly Japanese mountain yams.
Yes. So shirataki noodles, and then carrots and celery.
Whoa.
And some roasted chicken that I made a few days ago.
Damn.
Oh, it was so good. But then my friend Lauren came over, and we watched a movie. It was such a good movie. I would really, really recommend it.
What was
It's called The Lobster, It's kind of this sort of sci-fi kind of dystopian satire about relationships, I guess.
Yeah. Perfect.
And it's just like a little bit of a social commentary on our couple fixated society. This is a little bit from Wikipedia because we looked it up afterwards because we saw it and we were like, what the fuck was that? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So Colin Farrell is in it, and what happens is in this world, there are only couples. You can't be single. You're not allowed to be single. So you go to this hotel and you have 45 days to find someone to be a couple with.
I remember that.
You do?
The previews. Like, I remember hearing about this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so after 45 days, you turn into an animal of your choice.
Yeah. If you find somebody, you turn into an animal.
No. If you can't find someone to be a couple with, you turn into an animal. If you find someone to be a couple with, then you can move back into the city.
I just would want to be an animal right away.
Yeah. It's so weird. And then there are these loners who are like, I don't want to be a couple. I don't want to go into the hotel to look for someone to be a couple, so I'm going to be a loner in the woods. And so people in the hotel, they shoot the people who are loners, and they can get more days in the hotel.
Ah, cool.
So every day they go shooting for people in the woods. It's amazing! It's so crazy!
I'm definitely going to watch that, for sure. Because it sounds like I started to watch The 100 on Netflix.
Oh yeah? What is that like?
Really good. It's kind of the same concept of all those other types of movies, like In Time with Justin Timberlake and, Olivia Wilde, where they're like, live their life.
I haven't seen that.
It's pretty good.
Is it on Netflix?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is, definitely. Definitely on the Canadian Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, so watch that. It's kind of the same vibe to it, like that sci-fi, like futuristic thing that's like a society based on limited numbers and they have to like eliminate people somehow and it's all through this like lottery system kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 100's good, In Time's good, and I'm definitely going to watch The Lobster. Why is it called The Lobster?
Because he chooses to be a lobster.
So he doesn't find anyone?
I'm not gonna let you know about that, but like when he first checks into the hotel, he has to choose what animal he wants to be if he doesn't make the 45 days.
Yep.
And he chooses to be a lobster. But I'm not gonna tell you how it ends.
Okay.
But I can tell you the reasons why he chooses to be a lobster. It's because lobsters live to be like 100 years old. They are fertile the entire time, and they are blue-blooded, so he finds it like it's like being royalty.
Blue-blooded, what does that mean? Like cold-blooded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cold-blooded species.
What are the advantages that cold-blooded species have? It's like you can go in cold water and all that kind of stuff and not even feel it.
I think so. That makes sense. He said he really liked the ocean.
Ah, cool.
It's really weird. You should definitely watch it, and probably with friends.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things I'd have to watch with somebody or else I'd like, fall asleep to it and wake up and think I'm like a lobster.
There's a lot of what the fuck moments. It's like, what? Why is this happening? Yeah.
And with that hat on. Nailed it.
The best.
Anything else you can think of in your week?
Those are the highlights. Bloodbath, St. Patrick's Day, the lobster.
Red, white,
and running in the woods. I think I'm going to do more of that, running in the woods. Super fun.
Yeah. What, Lynn Canyon, that's like there's a suspension bridge there too, right? Or a waterfall?
Yeah.
I went there one time. Like, it was super nice. I really miss Vancouver's nature.
When are you going to come visit?
ASAP.
Okay. Oh, I guess another thing, my parents bought a car.
Whoa.
We're picking it up on Monday, like in a few days. and they're trading in our old car, which we've had for 18 years.
Oh, nice. That's always a really exciting thing, is like someone getting a new car. It's always exciting.
Yeah, it's a used car, but it's like it's an exciting new thing.
Yeah,
My dad loves it.
yeah.
It's a Mini Clubman.
Mini Clubman.
Yeah, for the longest time he was like, "Oh my god, the Mini Cooper is my dream car."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Why are you getting the Clubman if the Mini Cooper is your dream car?"
I guess people just punish themselves.
What's next?
Oh, let's talk about Ariana Grande and her SNL debut, I think it is.
Yeah, I've never seen her show on Nickelodeon, but I feel like she's got some acting chops. It's like really good.
Totally. She's really talented and really passionate about what she does.
I liked her in the sketches. I didn't like her new songs.
No, that's what I hate. Like, I loved her last album, but they're in this weird, like, jazz direction.
I think she's trying to showcase her voice
Yeah.
and her talents as a singer, but just get better producers.
Yeah, that's all you need, because with a talent like that, you need some really good producers to put that in the right direction.
This is a bad direction for her, I feel like.
And what's with all these singles? Have a comprehensive album and put that out, and just like bang it out with some top quality second acts or, collaborations and all this kind of stuff.
It would be fine if her singles were good, but
Yeah.
those were so boring.
I didn't like Focus.
Oh, Focus was awful. Did you see the music video? It's basically a Samsung commercial. Hey, are you eating dark chocolate?
Oh, I have some. I'm not eating it right now, but should I get it?
Yes.
Okay.
But,
Oh, by the way, I know we're gonna skip topics, and like everyone just shut the fuck up. But but this wine is the best with raspberries.
I don't have any raspberries.
Ah,
I can make a berry smoothie right now.
make a berry smoothie, or do you want to? I don't know. I don't want to force.
Can I call you back in 5?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Hey.
Hey.
It's a mason jar that I got at a Fido event.
Doghouse.
Mm.
I just tried one of my bars. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I saw the picture. It looks amazing, especially with the plate. It looks like it's a properly plated dessert.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just I put the wrong amount of dates in there. So if I half it and then like do it with the nuts, it's going to be really good. So I'm just going to keep at it. Tell us about your smoothie and how it fits into our new paleo lifestyle.
Let me tell you about my smoothie. So this is my one of 2 smoothies that I regularly make. My berry smoothie. It consists of mixed organic berries from Costco and 1 banana, organic, some grass-fed kefir, almond milk. Usually I put some almond butter in, but I've been eating this thing of nuts all call long today, so I'm like, I'll skip the almond butter. But I'm really missing the almond butter right now, so.
Yeah, I know. It must just smooth it out.
It kind of gives it like a richer texture too. It's kind of basic right now.
Basic bitch.
A little bit of a basic bitch right now. But my number 2 smoothie, I had one this morning, and it consists of 1 apple, fresh ginger, a handful or 2 of power greens. So I just get it in a bag at Costco. It consists of like kale, spinach, arugula.
Yeah.
And then I put in some coconut water. So that one is dairy free.
Ooh.
Super delicious. Green smoothie and berry smoothie.
Yeah, that's all you need.
No protein powder. Although I keep wondering if I should be eating protein powder. What do you think? What are your thoughts on protein powder?
I was against it before, but now I think it's probably a good little supplement to have once in a while. Yeah, no. Put that hand down.
Good question.
No.
You have to allow me to ask the question now.
Put it down. Actually, go for it.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if you're doing 30 days straight, but I want to have a cheat day tomorrow. It's my friend's birthday.
Yeah, totally.
And she wants to go eat crap for her birthday. So tomorrow is her birthday. She wants to go to Richmond. We're going to eat some Stevenson pizza and some Asian junk. We're going to do it.
Yeah, cool. Because I don't think anything should impact social activities because no matter how much shit you put in your body, that kind of stuff also heals. The most part I just want to get out of this is a reduction of overly processed things that I eat. Because you know what I've realized in the last couple days of starting this challenge is that I eat a lot of shit during the day. At work, I eat cookies, and then I come home and I'm like, oh, I ate a vegetable, and then I eat like chips and all this kind of bullshit all the time. And it's way more than I ever expected. But now it's like more healthy foods, more thought out foods. But then like, you know what? Don't like go crazy about it.
Oh man, Mark, I'm kind of liking my smoothie more than the wine now.
Good.
Which we should segue to the wine.
Oh, back to the wine. Let's loop-de-loop around.
We need to bring back that saying. So this week we have a Connoisseur Bicicleta Pinot Noir from Chile, 2015. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Basically, I thought that we've been having a lot of full-bodied wines.
Yeah.
It would be good to try a Pinot Noir because it's nice and light. It turns out Pinot Noirs are like at least $2 more expensive than other wines. But yeah, this is a full Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
And it's one of the cheapest ones. Kind of average reviews, but yeah. I think Connoisseur is quite popular. It's probably like the yellowtail of Chile.
I was thinking, like, as soon as I tasted it, and then I had that raspberry, it would be the perfect wine to have in a summer cocktail. Like, summer's coming up, the weather's warming up. Not today, though. It was fucking cold. The weather's warming up, and I think that would be the perfect wine to have in, like, you know, add it to some blackcurrant liqueur. You know, cut up some oranges, cut up, you know, an apple, raspberries, put it in a huge jug and have it like that. I think that would be awesome.
I think you are the fanciest person I know.
No,
cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. I just watch a lot of Barefoot Contessa and I want her life. Cheers. So what kind of chocolate are you eating this with?
Well, I can't stop drinking the smoothie. It's so good. It's these, it's called Swiss Delice. It's a 72% dark cocoa. They're in single servings from Costco. My parents buy a giant bag of them, and since I am their charity case, they give me like a tiny Ziploc bag of them.
I am eating it or drinking this wine with my favorite 99% cocoa lint bar.
How is that your favorite? 99% sounds outrageous.
No, I think it's one step below cocoa nibs. And I think cocoa nibs would be awesome too. You gotta try this. It's so good.
Okay. So we like the wine.
Yeah.
I think for me, you know how with full-bodied wines, usually my first instinct is to call them, this tastes like juice.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is very light, and I'm like, I am drinking a wine. But I am still enjoying it, surprisingly.
Oh my god, let's talk about Ariana Grande. How good that episode of SNL was. We were talking about earlier, I don't know if I'll probably loop this back around. Maybe not. Haha. We were talking earlier about how good she is at her job.
Well, yeah, she's an amazing singer, but those, that title skit where she does all her impressions, I mean, she's already done this on Jimmy Fallon, but...
That's what I was thinking. Come on, SNL, you're just, like, so tired. Try a little harder. But the rest of it was so good, and that was only because of her.
She did a Shakira one.
And then, you know, the nun sketch?
Oh, yeah, the nun sketch, the Sound of Music sketch is so good.
And you know what? What made it good was because usually that time of the show, like 2/3 of the way through, all those sketches are just like, one sketch, one commercial, one sketch, one commercial, and they get really tired and boring. But she brought like so much energy to it.
Yeah, she was really good. I didn't like the mermaid sketch. That was kind of dumb.
The
Oh, and the Family Feud sketch was really good when she was pretending to be Jennifer Lawrence.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, is somebody dubbing over her voice right now? Because she nailed that impression.
Yeah.
But you know what I heard? Because I was listening to Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig, which we mentioned earlier. This is basically an episode just shouting out to Grace Helbig.
Shout out, Grace. Who's that?
Be my friend. No, but she was talking to Frankie Grande, Ariana Grande's brother, who's like outrageously gay and was on Big Brother and does a lot of like Broadway shows and is really.
What? That's amazing.
But he was talking about how she like they both can do really good impressions of pretty much everybody, and he was.
Yeah.
It's because of like the musicality of how somebody talks. If you can match that, you can pretty much, match their whole personality.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think that's it. I think she's just like a multi-talented person that, hopefully doesn't go insane from all the attention from people.
Yeah, and I like her monologue was really good.
Yeah.
Because it's true, she hasn't had any crazy scandals yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. I wrote in my phone, I was like, what would my scandal be?
Oh, that's a good question. What would your scandal?
That's like a too deep question, but like not too deep. What would my scandal be?
Sleeping with the president.
Okay, done. What's your scandal? Your scandal is being like the top chef for the president, and then you food poison the president.
Oh my god. So we're both going to be really close to the president. So are we talking about Obama or the next president?
We're talking president of Germany.
You mean the Chancellor, Angela Merkel?
Yeah. Her, Bethany Frankel. Yeah. Right. Got
it. Yeah. Bethany, that witch.
Yeah. Bethany Frankel. What are your thoughts on Bethany Frankel in 4 words?
What is she? Is she like a housewife or something?
Was a housewife, turned into this massive businesswoman because of Skinny Girl cocktails. And I think she's super rich from that and still going at it. And then had her own talk show, but it kind of failed. And then now she's back. She went on the last season of Real Housewives of New York.
Is she still a housewife? So she's still married to the same dude?
No, she was one of those ones that was single throughout it. And then she got married during it, had a kid, but then is now divorced and back on that show as a single mom.
Okay. No input. I've never seen any housewife shows.
Okay.
What is your opinion on Bethany Frankel?
I think she's cool. Like a go-getter. Also, like, people don't understand her, and she is bothered by that in some subconscious level. And
how do you know that?
Just throughout my extensive research.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Angela Merkel?
What? Who? What? When?
The Chancellor of Germany.
Oh. Great hair. Great style. She has no clue what she's doing. She seems like one of those German like children's book characters that like comes to like tuck the kids in at night with their long ears.
Eats them.
Yeah. Like Rumpelstiltskin. Have you ever Googled Rumpelstiltskin and like
no.
most like horrific images?
No, thank you.
Maybe do that later.
Shit.
It's the worst thing ever. Oh,
Okay, what's the topic?
oh, I thought that was funny. Like Larry David was on SNL as like some
Yeah,
person.
as Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, and then he got Ariana Grande's name. Like he was like, now and then like clapped and put it on. He's the only person that I would like that was funny for. He seems like a really genuine person.
I like him.
Yeah.
I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Best show ever. Best show ever.
I agree. I really agree. It's so good.
Yeah.
I listened to some cool songs this week. You know Bauer? Have you heard of Bauer?
No.
He is the guy who did that Harlem Shake song. You know Harlem Shake, right?
Yeah. That's like early rap music.
Yeah, so he has his album. I think it either just came out or it's coming out soon. But there's this one song he did with MIA. It's just fire.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god.
What's it called?
It's called Temple.
Damn.
It's just fire. Oh my god. He also does this like other song with Pusha T and Future. It's pretty good too, but it's like nothing compared to the MIA song.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out. Any other recommendations?
I listened to this other band. Let me get the name of it. Because it's a little bit long. It's called Tao and the Get Down, Stay Down.
Awesome.
And they're a band that's coming to Vancouver maybe next week, I think.
Yeah.
And they are produced by this other band called Tune Yards. It's this one-woman show. And I really like Tune Yards because they're super crazy and kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes me think it's a little tribal, like African-y tribal music. But like screaming a little bit and really good vocals. But this band I listened to this week, Tao, Get Down, Stay Down, they're like a more subdued version of Tune Yards.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of like, this is like not as crazy as Tune Yards.
Yeah.
But I still like it.
Your hat looks like a little captain's hat now for some.
It's like a fancy fascinator for going to, royal weddings.
Have you seen that SNL skit with Kristen Wiig and like these two ladies are competing on how small their hat is and it just gets
No.
smaller and smaller? Oh my god. I gotta send you the link. I'll do another not too deep question for ya.
For me?
Yeah. You know, any era of music where it was like, kind of awkward, let's say like 50s, 60s, 30s, even 20s, like all that kind of like that kind of music. Which era of that type of music do you think you could do like a sexy dance to?
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe like 60s, 50s Elvis. He's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's known for, right? To be the, first musician guy to come out to charm people with his sex appeal.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first time that music came out that became popular due to sex appeal.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. We'll be back in a week or two with our next one. Thanks for being patient. Have a great day. Bye.